What's up, y'all? It's me, your boy Asmongold, and today we're over here in Siege of Orgrimmar, and this is going to be part 2 of the Glory of the Orgrimmar Raider guide. Now, we're going to be doing the second wing of bosses here, so it's going to be Galakras, Iron Juggernaut, Dark Shamans, and General Nazgrim. Now, we're not going to really spend a whole lot of time going through the Galakras achievement, because the odds are a lot of you guys already have it. It's kind of bugged out, it's really weird, and basically you probably get this just by killing the boss normally. Just in case, if you guys don't know, the way it works is that you can't let any of these ads die that I'm clicking on, and you also can't let your commanders die, and also if your commanders die, you instantly fail the fight. So really, if you just complete this fight, you'll probably get it done. You want to do a little bit of AoE healing on the ads, especially during Galakras whenever he's out, and they also do that thing right there, the bone chewers, or I think bone crushers. And so whenever they do that thing, just make sure you top off all the little footmen. But again, it's really not that big of a deal. This is a very easy achievement to do. The only problem that you can run into is obviously if Galakras is up for a very long time, he might be doing a little bit more damage because he'll be doing more fire damage with his explosions and all of that. But other than that, this is an achievement. You probably, as I said, you guys probably already have this, and so we're not going to really spend a whole lot of time talking about it. And as you guys can see here, we're not really, I mean, like this group here that I'm with, like they're not even, or we're not even doing anything special at all. And I'm just going to cut ahead to right at the end here, and so you guys can kind of see what's going on. And as you see here, we just pulled down Galakras, and obviously you just want to kill him as fast as you can, just to prevent anything that goes wrong. Apparently in Heroic, there's a separate ad that spawns that opens the gate for the towers, and so you want to make sure you have to keep that one alive too. But the odds are, if you've ever done this on normal mode or flex mode, you will just probably have already gotten this achievement anyway. I think all of my characters that's ever done this before have gotten this achievement. And so as you can see here, Galakras is pretty much almost dead. And in a second here, I think I'll target one of the ads, and so you guys will see how much health they still have left. And I think they're pretty much at full health anyway. And there we go. And so somebody got the achievement. But anyway, so we're going to go to the next one. The next one is really kind of a real fucking pain in the ass. It's called Fire in the Hole. And the way this works is that, well, it only happens during siege mode. And so there's going to be a lot of cutting in this video. And basically that's going to be because I don't want to have you guys sit through like watching us jumping around for a minute. And so anyway, we're just going to go from, as soon as we finish this and we get into the first siege mode, we're just going to go from siege mode to siege mode, and I'm going to show you guys the way it works. Now, the best way of doing this is that, well, first I'll explain the way it works, is that whenever he puts the laser on you that tracks you, and basically it'll track you during the siege mode, and all that does is it'll just run over, you'll run away from it, and if you run it over one of the God, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on this. One of the oil puddles, it will explode and do, I don't know, a little bit of minimal damage. Like on Heroic, it does a lot of damage. But if you run it over one of the crawler mines, it turns the crawler mines from crawler mines to superheated crawler mines. And you need to stomp on 6 superheated crawler mines. And the best way to do this, we actually didn't do this because we didn't know what we were doing. But the best way to do this is that you have everybody in your group stack in a nice little pile, because the crawler mines go to a player, and so whenever they go to a player, they're all going to go basically to the same place, and that way you can take the beam right over it. Now this will require a little bit more healing because you're going to have more explosions, but other than that, it really won't be an issue. You're going to get 3 different siege phases. Sorry about that. As you can see, there's the beam there, and it just, you see it turn that into a superheated crawler mine. Somebody jumped on it, and so that's 1. And again, you want to make sure that you're all stacked up. Like, we were very spread out here, and it was a big problem. And again, you just pretty much always want to be stacked up, and you're going to get this done no problem. It's very annoying doing this achievement because you have to make sure it goes on the right people, and you're doing all the right stuff. It's extremely annoying, but at the end of the day, it's really not that hard, especially if you have healers. If you have somebody who can go to a healing off-spec, you can make this a whole lot easier. Realistically, you're probably going to need to go through 2 siege phases to do this, and 3 if your group is not very coordinated, which ours wasn't. And so here we go again. We're on the siege phase, and again, this is really not that hard. You want to make sure that everybody is stacked up in a nice little pile. Exactly like how we're doing it right now, wrong. Don't do that. And it'll make it a whole lot easier for you, save you huge headache. Like that guy, God, that guy was an idiot. I don't know why he did that. God, this makes me so mad. Anyway, so as you can see, it went on me, and I ran it to two of them, and also it just hit one of the pools there, and so we have three now, and that's really all you need. Is you just need a couple of like people who really know what they're doing to be in the right position and to have the mines in the right position, and you can have this done. And as you can see, I actually got it again. You really have two opportunities each siege phase to actually hit the mines, and the third I-beam thing, the third beam, it only lasts for a couple of seconds, and so you're probably not even going to superheat any of them because it goes away halfway through because he goes back into phase 1. And this is our last one here. Again, it's pretty much going to be the same thing. Let's see. What have I not said 15 times? Oh, I think I've said stack up only 3. So again, we're just going to say it again because obviously I have to say something while the video is going. Make sure you stack up and try to run through as many as possible. You want to have your tanks jumping on these. You don't want to have your DPS jumping on them. And you also want to make sure you get him pretty low. And again, you only have 3 siege phases to do this, and so you'll effectively only have about 6 chances. And so as long as you can get one each phase, or each I don't know, like laser phase, I guess, each laser, whenever the mines are out, you're definitely not even going to have a problem at all. And there's Robin. I don't know. Yeah, she couldn't get there close enough, but that's all right. Then Skrull gets us to this last one right at the last second, and we stomp it out. And I was very happy about that because I thought we were going to have to redo this. But as you can see here, we got all of them, and we're just pretty much going to kill him now. Now for this next achievement is extremely, extremely, extremely annoying. Okay, basically, if you're doing this achievement, you want to make sure that you don't have any sort of cleave on, and you want to take off your legendary cloaks, because what you're going to have to do here is you're going to have to kill a bunch of level 40 mobs. And the way that we set this up is that I put that purple marker down there, and all of the mobs are going to be brought to people at the purple marker, and nobody's supposed to go past the purple marker. And like that guy, like if I had sound on this, you guys would hear me yelling at him for going past the purple marker. But anyway, as you guys can see, it's not really a big deal. And so there are 3 different sets of ads that you have to kill. I think 4 actually, or don't have to kill, you have to save. What the fuck I was thinking. And the first guy is the G Firepaw or whatever, and he's very easy to save. It's not even a big deal to kill him, to save him, because it just kind of happens on its own. And let's see, you need a group of unwilling combat participants, and those are the Theramore prisoners. And you also need to save the caged prisoners. And I think that you have 2 groups of caged prisoners, or sorry, unwilling combat prisoners. And so whenever I pull them here, I think I'm gonna actually, that's when it's about to happen. And you'll see here, and I'm actually going to taunt them away, so Arcleave has no chance of anything going wrong. As you'll see here, they're level 40 mobs. Yeah, they're the Theramore citizens. And so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to taunt them away, so the rest of our group can actually DPS these other mobs. And I'm taking off my legendary cloak, and I think I have to throw something away first. But I mean, this is just like really kind of ridiculous. This achievement is like, I don't even know why they added this achievement. It's just like one of those things that just makes me mad. Okay, as you guys can see, I really don't like it. But you really want to be careful with cleave here, because these are level 40 mobs, so that means they have like 1,000 health. So any sort of cleave whatsoever will kill them, no doubt. And so no, like if you're a warrior tank, no revenge, no cleave, no whirlwind, no anything like that. And so I taunted these away, and basically the idea here is that if they're farther away from the group, any AoE that they would do incidentally would not matter, because the ads would be too far away to even be hit by the AoE. And obviously this is probably what I would suggest for people to do, and just kind of have everybody else standing here in the back and have your one tank who knows what they're doing. Oh, and whenever their like captors are killed, they turn friendly, and then it's not really an issue. And so basically, I think we're going to do one more pack. Yeah, there. See all those little like level, what are they, little 20 mobs or something like that. And so what we're going to do this time is I'm pretty much going to taunt away the overseers, and then the overseers will kill each overseer individually, since there are more overseers than there are little ads. And so this is actually like, as I said, it's pretty annoying to do, and you actually don't need to save both groups here, I don't think. You only need to save one group, either the Theramore citizens or these horde guys, I think they are. Not really sure. And if you fuck one up, you can obviously reset the instance and do it again. And another thing is that after you save them, you actually don't get credit for the achievement. You get credit for the achievement as soon as you kill Dark Shamans. And so after you kill Dark Shamans and you've completed and saved all of these, you'll get credit for it. I don't know if an instance reset will reset your credit on it or not. I don't really have the answers for those things, but I would assume that they do. Now, in order to save the caged prisoners, you have to go ahead and pull this treasury guards, and then pull the what is his name? The treasurer, Mokhtar, the treasurer, the guy that mind controls you. Sorry if I don't really remember the name here. And again, we're pulling the overseers far away, and the reason for that is that so whenever we do open up the caged prisoners, because if we were fighting them over there, the chance of incidental cleave is maybe very low, but if it did happen, obviously we'd be wasting a huge amount of time having to redo it, and so it's always better to play it safe than sorry, especially with this. And as soon as you kill Mokhtar, the treasurer, I think it's his name, it doesn't even fucking matter, you guys know what I'm talking about, it's on the screen. Anyway, as soon as you guys kill him, you get a key. Guess what the key does? It unlocks the cage, and whenever you unlock the cage, they'll put down a little what are they? A little totem that'll make you take a little bit less damage, and so it's pretty nice. But other than that, it's really all there is to it. And again, after you release all four of these, all three, but you can release four just to be super safe. We did four, obviously, because we're doing the video trying to show you guys what's supposed to happen. But as you guys can see here, they're the little guys, and I was like yelling at people right here, do not kill him while he's running away. And luckily nobody did. But in just a few seconds here, I'm going to show you guys actually us killing Dark Shamans and the achievement being awarded to some of the players in the raid that didn't have it. And this is a very easy one to do as long as you know what you're supposed to do. If you don't know what you're supposed to do, you'd be having a bad day with doing this, because especially, I mean, like, one person can fuck this up, you know what I mean? But other than that, just make sure that you have all your group and everybody knows what they're supposed to do, and people who don't, just have them sitting off in the corner. And as you can see here we are killing Dark Shamans, and it's very easy, obviously. There's nothing different in the fight. It's just you have to do this thing with the trash before the fight, and that's all. And there's somebody who just got the achievement. And anyway, so we're going to go on to Gamon will save us. Now, we fucked this achievement up, actually. And if you'll see on the clock here, it's a significantly different time on the clock because we had to go back and redo it. And what happened was, basically, if you pull Nazgrim, because if you guys have ever seen Nazgrim, he has all the Orgrimmar Faithful next to him. And if you pull him to remove the Orgrimmar Faithful, as soon as you pull him the first time, it will despawn Gamon. And so you need to actually pull Gamon, or unchain him. As you guys can see, I unchained him. You click on him, unchain him, and then he's going to follow you all the way down. You have to unchain him before you even pull Nazgrim at all, because if you pull Nazgrim at all, it despawns the Gamon, and that's going to be a problem. And so that also means that you're going to need to one-shot Gamon. Or sorry, not one-shot Gamon. What the fuck am I thinking? You'll one-shot Nazgrim. And so if you wipe, Gamon's gone, and you got to reset the instance. As you're going to see here, we don't have any trash. That's because we cleared all the trash up to General Nazgrim. And there's also a Doom Guard that's right here, where I am now, and just kill him too, make sure there's no issue. Some people have Gamon fight the Doom Guard while they kill Nazgrim. Don't do that. That's for retards. This is very easy to do. You'll probably get this achievement, honestly, if you just do the fight correctly. And all it takes, really, is that you have to just have Gamon alive for the entire fight. If Gamon's alive for the entire fight, you get the achievement. It's really simple. And the things that can kill Gamon, Ravagers can kill Gamon. Whenever Nazgrim casts Warsong, Warsong does a percentage of your health. It doesn't just do an amount of damage. And so Warsong does, I think, 50% of your health. And Gamon has, I think, 40 million health. So Warsong is going to do 20 million damage to Gamon. The thing is, though, is that you can actually heal Gamon, and so it is not really the end of the world, but if you have a couple too many war songs go off, obviously your group's fucking terrible, and so your healers probably aren't going to be able to heal 20 million damage, and Gamon's going to die. Then you're going to have to reset the instance. That's going to be a bad day, okay? And so anyway, you just want to make sure that you don't have any war songs go off. And actually, we do have a war song go off, and I'm glad that that happened, so I can show you guys what actually happens. And that way that, you guys don't have to take my word for it, you can watch it happen. Other than that, the fight's completely the same. You just want to make sure that obviously you don't get any Ravagers and you don't get any war songs. And if you do get a Ravager, just make sure that Gamon, or you pull Nazgrim away from the Ravager so Gamon isn't attacking the boss near the Ravager, because he'll just basically Mongo the boss. It's real easy. And anyway, I think the war song is about to happen here, and you'll see how much damage it will do to Gamon. And I think Gamon's pretty much at full health right now, and then you'll see pretty much how much damage that will do to him. I think it doesn't really take him quite to 50%. I don't really know why. It might do a little bit less in Flex Raid, but as you guys can see here, he lost a lot of health, about over 10 million health. And so just if the war songs do happen, make sure that you heal Gamon and make sure that doesn't happen. And then you just kill Nazgrim. This achievement is very, very easy. The only one that's hard here is Fire in the Hole. The rest are a complete joke if you know what you're doing. So anyway, that's pretty much all I've got. Just make sure that Gamon doesn't die. You don't do anything stupid. Do the fight right. And you're going to be that much closer to your spawn of Galacrass. Anyway, thanks for watching, and like, comment, subscribe.